Hey cousins, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. I did want to come and go over a few things. I have a lot of my cousins that are getting interviews, so congratulations. I am super excited for y'all. I wanted to come and give y'all some tips on preparing and going into the interview and ending the interview. Just make sure that we are liking, commenting, and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Sorry. Make sure that y'all definitely subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. If y'all need any assistance within the finding a work from home job from the beginning of the process to the end, please make sure you reach out to me via email. My email will be in the description box below as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over some tips as far as preparing for the interview, and then I'll go into the phases of the interview up until concluding it. So a few things that I would definitely suggest you do is definitely prepare for the interview. Make sure that you are going over who the company are, how long they've been in service, who they service, what you're going to be doing, your position, the job description, exactly what you'll be doing in that position. You'll need to know exactly what you'll be doing in that position so that you'll be able to figure out how your past experience will help you in this new career. Make sure that you do review your resume. Make sure you know what's listed on your resume and how that ties into what you're trying to do and where you are trying to go. So even if you are in a customer service role, but you're wanting to go into a management position, let them know like, hey, this is the experience I got. This is why I'll be a good fit for this role. Also make sure, so going into the interview, make sure you show up on time, definitely, obviously. Dress for success, even virtually. Make sure whatever they can see, it looks like that you're walking into an office. Make sure that you are very timely. I say about 15 minutes ahead of time, even though they're gonna log in right at 2 o'clock or whenever your interview is. Make sure that you are early, because to be on time is late and to be early is on 10. So make sure that you are on time and that you're dressed for success, which you're well rested. Make sure you get a great night of sleep the night before. Make sure you are well rested, and make sure you are prepared. Even if you have to take notes, even if you have to have your resume laid out in front of you, make sure that you are prepared. Now, do not take notes and have your resume on it and be like this during the interview. No, keep eye contact. And it's okay, y'all, when we start it feel like we rushing ourselves to talk or answer. Go ahead and hurry up and answer the question that they're asking. It's okay to take a pause. It's okay to take a break. So if they're like, why are you a good fit for this position? Well, my previous position, I was in a customer service representative role. During that role, I pause. This is why I feel like it'll be, it's okay to take a pause. Now, don't take a long pause like you don't know what you're about to say. You don't know what you're talking about. But definitely make sure that you take that pause if you need it. Don't just try to hurry up and answer the question. Also, make sure you stay focused. Make sure you stay visibly engaged, especially for these work from home positions. That is very important. Make sure you stay visibly engaged. Like they can be talking to you and you can be engaged, but you can be looking over here or you can be looking over here or you can be looking down and they don't think that you're paying attention. Make sure that you're looking in the camera, posture good, and you're focused. And every now and then get a little, okay, okay, that sounds good. Give them a little something. Let them know you hear them. Let them know you feel what they talking about because you want this job. Okay. Definitely, that is a big one though. Being visibly engaged, because that's all that they can see. They can hear you, but all they can see is your demeanor, your body language. So that's really what's gonna say a lot for you. Your facial expressions. Oh my gosh. Facial expressions. I am one that cannot hold my facial expressions in. But in an interview, I hold some in. You hear me? I'll be in there super happy, 30 minutes straight smiling, cheeks hurting. Because I want you to know that I'm engaged, I'm interested, I'm excited to be here. You know, like I want to give you that vibe. And then once you get in the interview, a few questions that you definitely should be prepared for before the interview. Tell me about yourself. What past experience do you have? Make sure that you know what your weaknesses are. Make sure you know what your weaknesses are, because we can brag about ourselves all day. But when it comes to someone asking us what are our weaknesses, we kind of struggle in that area because we really don't want to be weak in no area, but we human. So when they ask you what are your weaknesses, make sure that you have something. Now, don't just make yourself seem like this horrible person, but make sure you have something, because you don't want them to look at you like, oh, they think they just on this high horse. They don't have nothing wrong with them. They don't struggle with nothing, or whatever the case may be. So make sure you have a weakness that you stick to. I feel like everybody should have an elevator speech. Tell me about yourself should be your 30-second elevator speech. You should be able to sell yourself. So if whatever you want to do in life, if a person that was one of the biggest people in that industry was to walk in the elevator and it was just you and him, you and her, and you had 30 seconds to sell yourself to that person, that's what you should have for tell me about yourself. You should have an elevator pitch, and your elevator pitch should get better and better and better over time. Now, some people are just starting. They don't really know about elevator pitches, but make sure, like, it'll get better as you get better. Let's just say that. When the interview is over, don't just end the interview. When they ask you, do you have any questions? Yes, I have questions. Actually, what does a day in the life of this role look like? What's an ideal candidate for you guys for this role? Could you walk me through the next steps within the hiring process? Just make sure that you have some questions for them. Make sure you have some questions for them. Even if they answer the questions that you had before the interview, during the interview, make sure that you have some backups. You should have like a list of like 5 to 10 questions for the employer. And just make sure that you stay engaged, that you're excited to be there. Like, act like this is just like a conversation. This is just a conversation that you're having with a business partner. And they just trying to see, are you fit to be their business partner? Pretty much. That's how I look at interviews. Like, I go in like, okay, am I good for this position? Yes, I feel like I'm good for this position. Okay, why am I good for this position? Okay, boom. So that's what I'm selling. The whole interview, that why is what I'm selling the entire interview. I believe that is all. Also, you can ask about like their company goals. You can ask about their company goals. Hey, what do the next quarter look like for your company? Or what's your next task that you guys are having employers tackle, or whatever the case may be. Yes, but one thing, if y'all don't take anything from this interview, make sure y'all stay visibly engaged. Make sure that they know that you want to be here, you're excited to be here, you really want the job, like things like that. Make sure you prepare for the interview. Don't just go in like, I don't know what they're going to ask, because 9 times out of 10, you know what question's coming. So make sure that you prepare for the questions. That's all I have right now. I am going to come back with another video, just giving some more detailed information about the interview process, the hiring process, whatever the case may be. How to thank your recruiter after the hiring process. That is big. If you don't, that's the question that you can ask too. If you don't mind, may I have your contact, your email? I would like to send you a thank you email regarding our conversation today. If not, you may be able to find it on their website, or just send it to the recruiting website, period. Reaching out after just sending the thank you is definitely appreciated. It definitely does not go unnoticed. That is something that I use. So yeah, definitely a gem for sure. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with anyone and everyone that you think it may help. Or that they may know somebody that may help. Just share. I really, really, really appreciate y'all. I love y'all to life, and I love y'all Where's the hard disk? I love y'all to life and I love y'all for real. Had an amazing Friday. And until the next video.